If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape in to ESPN.
Welcome to chance, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that?
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. We're back with another weekly recap of the NFL, a total week of action to cover, including the Patriots basically killing off their playoff hopes, as well as some other impressive performances and losses by, the Dolphins. They played pretty well in their loss, and a bunch of other teams that we got to talk about this week. So we have a lot to talk about. My name is Nick Antonakis, and I'm lucky enough to be joined by the normal Nosebleeds podcast crew. We got Chandler Batts and Stuart Brooks. How you guys doing?
Fine. Fine, yeah.
All right, cool. We got a lot to talk about this week, and if you haven't already noticed, we are on a new YouTube channel, the Nosebleeds podcast exclusive YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. This is where the rest of the Nosebleeds podcast episodes are going to be going up. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe and like the video down below. So without further ado, we'll jump into it. We're starting off with a bang here today, boys. We got the Patriots and the Rams on Thursday Night Football. Rams destroyed us 24-3. That basically ended our chance at making the playoffs.
You never know, Nick. Don't ever give up. No, I'm just kidding.
God.
We're not making the playoffs unless the Ravens lose to Jacksonville or something. So
Let's go. Big up Gardner, who's finally starting again.
the only path is if it's stupid because I saw and it's the Dolphins could lose a couple more of their games. They have a tough schedule out here, and so do the Raiders. But
Raiders are awful.
The Ravens are the team that would need to lose because we have the tiebreaker. But they're playing Cincinnati, the Giants, and the Jags. So they're not losing any of those games, even if they start Trace McSorley on a half of a leg. So they're not going to lose. And they have to lose two of those, not just one. Even if they did get upset, they still would make it over us. So that's going to do it for the Patriots.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a 2% chance right now. So.
Yeah, the game itself was god-awful. I mean, I think at this point, honestly, I think I'm at the point where, we got to lose out at this point. Especially if we lose this weekend, we just got to throw Stidham in, or if we want to lose out, keep Cam in, because honestly, he's been
that's probably
so bad.
Have us lose the same amount of games.
Yeah, but I mean, I would just say, honestly, I would just put Stidham in just to see.
They're gonna beat the Jets. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of hope they beat the Bills just because I hate the Bills. But yeah,
fair enough.
I kind of hope they win all these games. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but see,
9-7 missing the playoff hurts, though. That hurts.
I don't care. It's not going to matter anyway. We're not getting a quarterback. Let's be honest out here. We're going to get the 14th pick, and Belichick's going to trade down to 29 and draft an irrelevant linebacker. That's really the Patriot way.
Yeah, or a safety.
Or something.
Or a corner,
it's just
eight safety.
Some position we already have.
So I have a new mic, so I'm going to use this as a new thing. This is my plea to Bill Belichick to please fucking draft an offensive player. I literally cannot ask for much more in this life than just please draft somebody who can put the ball in the end zone. I don't care who it is. It could be a fucking offensive lineman for all I care. As long as that offensive lineman's running for 100 yards a game.
When was the last time we drafted a solid offensive player in the top few? It was Gronk. Gronk was...
Yeah, Gronk and Hernandez, but he was a third-round pick.
Yeah. Gronk was a second-round pick, right? In 2010?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
when was the last good offensive player we drafted in the first round?
It was Gronk.
Aaron Dobson.
I think it goes all the way back to Gronk.
Stop sleeping on Aaron Dobson?
Well, in the entire draft, you mean?
No, in the first round.
Oh, in the
first two rounds.
Oh, that's a long time. We never draft offensive talent in the first round. That's the problem with the team.
Oh, Ben Watson. There we go.
That's 2004.
2004.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good job, Bill. I'm proud of you.
But I mean, the game.
Okay, can we please just have someone else draft the first round? Bill can
that's
draft
who we
2
need.
through 7. That's day 1. Just don't let him get near the computer. Just literally let the dog pick. Literally let the dog pick.
Just auto draft.
I mean, oh my God. Stuart's totally right though. We're absolutely gonna trade down. And that works when you have top end talent, like i.e. Tom Brady. But when you don't have top end talent, depth is awesome, don't get me wrong. But when you're playing the Chiefs, you can only have 11 people on the field.
Yeah. I saw this thing today. It was like the Patriots are the only team this season who don't have like a quick strike touchdown. They're the only team who hasn't scored a touchdown within the first 4 plays of a drive. And like you need those kinds of plays to win football games, especially against, as you're saying, good teams.
Something up.
But we just have no big playability at all on our roster because our entire team is filled with average offensive players.
Because for a while, I think it was for 2 weeks after he got hurt, Dak was still leading the NFL in passing yards.
Yeah,
I think I was curious how many passing yards Cam Newton has, and Cam Newton, after playing 13 games, 12 kind of.
Yeah, he missed the Chiefs game, but still.
And
4 times more than Dak.
Versus 4. Cam Newton has 197 more passing yards and 4 less passing touchdowns.
Oh.
The actual fuck, man. What the actual fuck? People were saying that Dak wasn't better than Carson Wentz coming into this year.
I was.
I mean, I was with him. Dak has really good weapons. Don't get me wrong. And Tim doesn't. But you have played 12 games. Dak played 4 games and 2 drives in another game.
How do you not have at least like 8 passing touchdowns?
Oh my God.
It's because Belichick keeps starting this stupid option at the goal line.
Yeah, and then we just get stopped.
All right, but let's actually wait.
I just thought
about
of
the game
real
quick.
Let's talk about the actual game.
Speaking of that, I saw online on Instagram specifically a lot of people defending Josh McDaniels. They're like, "Oh, he's. I mean, although he makes a bad call here and there, he has a terrible offense to work with," which is true. Cam Newton basically has taken away our whole chance at having a pass game. But the thing is, it's still his fault because at this point you can't be like, it's not worth the risk to throw the ball on 3rd and 19. We should just run it and then punt because Cam's not be able to throw a good ball. But the thing is, you have to take risks at this time of year, especially when
third and 19 makes sense, Nick. 3rd and 9 doesn't make sense.
No, I think I would throw it anyway.
I understand a screen pass on 3rd and 19, especially if it's trying to get you into a better field goal range.
Okay, but even if we're not in field goal range,
then I think you probably do have to go for it. Yeah, but also I am in the camp of I think that we should really praise Josh McDaniels because he's terrible. Because then somebody will be tricked into signing him as their head coach. I am all for somebody taking away Josh McDaniels for us. So having said that, Josh McDaniels is the best offensive coordinator of all time. And let me tell you, I'm not going to.
No, but I mean, being serious, like either way,
he's better with Tom. He's better with
He is.
Yeah.
If
works with Tom
was
Brady
in the lineup right now, I'm being dead ass. We would have better chances on offense just so we can structure a Brady type offense.
I don't know about that.
At least he would take chances.
That's true. He has the balls to actually throw it.
Yeah. Let's just talk about Cam here for a second, dude. I think he's like the worst starting quarterback in the NFL right now.
He's the worst.
He's so fucking bad. Who's worse? The only one I can think of is worse was not Darnold. At least Darnold has like a positive touchdown interception ratio. No, and also Drew Lock had that big game this week.
Oh yeah, that's why I can't think Drew Lock.
The only one I can think of is fucking Nick Foles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like beginning of season start.
Yeah.
I was like Brandon Allen.
Yeah, let's see. I guess Sam Darnold's pretty fucking bad too. Yeah, okay.
He's really bad.
He's got 5 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That's still better than Cam.
No, it's not. That's the same as Cam.
No, Cam's got 10 interceptions now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What a bum. Come on.
I mean, that pick six was literally
his most improved player, comeback player of the year.
That remember the pick six in that game?
Oh.
That was like the worst fucking pass. Dude, just take the sack or throw it away. He just threw it right. It was a screen, and he just threw it right to the fucking to the safety or whatever it was. I was just like, what is going on? And it was so sad, too, because we just got the turnover down 10-0. Like, in that situation, need points. And instead, like, they didn't even outplay us by that much the first half. Goff didn't even play that good. But Cam's mistakes. And we couldn't score on the 4th and goal, down 17-0.
I literally went to the bathroom, and then right as I was walking back into the room, I just saw I don't even remember who it was on the Rams, just walking into the end zone. I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, and
I looked at the bottom of the screen. I was like, please tell me there's a flag.
And then what
There
happened to the
wasn't a
run
flag.
defense in the first half? It was just like
Yeah,
embarrassing.
what was it? Third best run defense in football or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Well, that's gonna do it for the past season.
Fuck
then
that. Cam Akers just destroyed us.
the most productive Cam on the field.
Yep.
Oh my, yeah, and I mean,
Fuck
so
my
much for the
life, man.
defense being pretty consistent throughout the past couple of games because we fell apart completely.
The first half of it. Yeah.
Beginning of the game, I mean, all throughout the game, we were just terrible. A run defense, which has been pretty solid for the Pats all year, it was more the secondary that we were worried about, was just horrible.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, like
we
you
have
said,
more
that's
than
it for the past
200
season. I hope we
total
lose
yards.
out.
Yeah, we did.
No
Barely
way.
more than 200 total yards.
Yeah, we did. We did.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
it.
to say something. Oh,
Alright.
yeah, at least Jeff Teague looked really good last night against the 76ers.
He's gonna play on the Pats now as a quarterback.
Hey,
He'll
he's
be-
probably better.
Yeah.
Can we please bring in, like, Jokic or something?
I'm completely ready for them. I want them to put Stidham at this point,
Yeah, me
I'm with
too.
it. I'm with it.
just because I don't want to watch Cam anymore.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Yeah,
tired of him.
He
Everyone's
needs
like,
to
yeah,
be
Cam offers a new dimension to the team because he can run the ball. Yeah, but he
He's
can't
st-
fucking throw the ball.
He like
So
whips
that
it,
takes
like, 10
away the
yards.
actual dimension.
Yeah. Well, that's the wrap on the Patriots season.
That's yeah.
That was was it 12 years?
Something like that. Yeah.
12 years
Uh,
ago,
somebody
since
missed playoffs.
2009.
Since
Oh, wait.
2008, yeah, 12 years.
Damn, that's tough.
It's so disappointing. And I mean, hopefully, if we don't draft right this year and we don't treat the offseason correctly, we're fucked for the next.
It's going to.
year.
So this isn't going to be like an overnight fix, as we can all tell. I think at the end of the season, Nosebleeds will probably do something about what we want to see the Patriots do in the offseason. Do an episode on that.
No,
But-
do none of those
that's
things.
what I was gonna say. Faults for this year, and then what we want the Pats to do in the offseason will definitely.
Yeah. So it's really going to be whether it's going to be a 3-year rebuild or a 13-year rebuild. Like, there's no in between. This is such a seminal.
35-year rebuild.
70-year rebuild. There are going to be multiple expansion teams that win. That don't even exist yet. Mexico City's going to win a Super Bowl before us. London, Vancouver, what else? Louisville. Shout out Jack Harlow. That was a really good album. Okay, I'm fucking done talking about the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, Titans, Jaguars. Titans have returned to their great form, but it was against a terrible team in the Jaguars. They
Yeah,
beat
this doesn't tell you
31-10.
anything.
Jaguars suck. Derrick
Derrick
Henry's really
Henry.
fucking good.
Fantasy
Ooh.
god.
Fantasy god.
Yeah, not much to say here other than the Titans obviously needed to win this. I think
Jaguars
if
are getting Justin Fields. There we go.
they already played the Colts twice, so if the Titans have the same record as the Colts, they win the division. So the Colts need to somehow get a game up on Tennessee, and I think the Titans have it. The Titans play
Get the door,
the Packers this year, so they'll probably lose that game. But then the Colts also play the Steelers, so they might lose that one too. So, well, the Colts. The only way for the Colts can still win this division, like, legitimately, but they need to get a game up on.
Yeah, it's
Tennessee.
gonna be really
They-
tough for them.
Yeah. So
Hey, Gardner up here.
they put the third. They put Gardner back in because
Oh,
Gardner
Yeah, why?
Gardner to New England? Question mark.
probably
no.
better than Cam.
He's better than Cam by a lot. It's not
I would
close.
take anybody over Cam at this point. I would
Literally-
take,
Gardner.
give me Hoyer over Cam at this
Do
point.
not give me Hoyer over.
Honestly,
Cam.
I might.
not
Cam,
give me Hoyer
Cam
over
still might
Cam.
be a better passer.
I don't fucking care. Do not give me Hoyer over Cam.
That's
Oh
it.
my god.
Hoyer's had moments of success in the NFL. Also, it's Cam. So I think it's
Cam,
both
yeah.
equally bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's should have kept Brissett.
Oh,
Yeah. That one makes no fucking sense. First.
Why did we
off.
ever trade him? I don't understand
what if
that.
we traded him for, like,
Jimmy G
some-
back? What if people are like,
We
No,
traded him
the
for
tight end.
Dorsett. It was
I love
Dorsett.
Jimmy G.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Philip Dorsett.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Literally,
Philip Dorsett.
why?
But he hasn't played a single game with the Seahawks so far this year.
Oh shit.
Good. I'm glad. Doesn't
He's
deserve nice
glad.
things. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
Philip Dorsett
Yeah.
slander.
I don't even
That's
hate
so
that.
weird. He
What
doesn't deserve slander because he's not
All right.
relevant.
Vikings versus Buccaneers.
Dan
Bucs,
Bailey.
W breaking
Dan
the
Bailey.
The kicker just
Dan
Bailey.
Bailey.
He's
my
the
God.
Bucs MVP. He missed what 4 kicks, 2
Three-
field
yeah,
goals,
three
and
extra,
three extra points.
3 field goals and an extra point.
that's 10 points.
Yep.
And they lost by 12. So that's just pathetic. This isn't even. This is like the most unconvincing game.
It's
also
something about the
because-
Vikings and kickers. It's not. It's,
Right.
it's literally so okay. It's not about the stadium because there are certain stadiums where it's a lot harder to kick in. Minnesota isn't really one of those.
Well, what they in Tampa Bay?
Oh, that would like, further prove my
Still.
point.
Yeah,
But-
right. It's super warm.
The
it's sunny there.
oh my god, Blair Walsh in the whatever year against the Seahawks when he missed 32-yarder.
The 27-yarder.
It was ridiculous. Chip
then
shot.
The fucking kicker against the Falcons in 1998 missed in the 15-1 season with Randy Moss. They're just snake bit basically. The Vikings needed this win. It would have been great for them to get this because if they want to make the playoffs, they need to stay. They don't need to actually. If they have the same right now, they have the tiebreaker over the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, yeah,
because of the conference record. Well, maybe not anymore because they lost to the conference team. But that's an L, honestly. Like this didn't even really prove that much about Tampa Bay. Other than that, Brady did have a really nice deep pass to Scotty Miller, which is good to see that he could at least throw further than 15 yards. But yeah, I just need him to keep throwing to Evans because I need to win my fantasy league. But
hey, I'm all for Stewart winning now that he knocked me out. I'm all for Stewart winning.
He threw a touchdown to Gronk, which is like Gronk's only catch of the game. Doesn't really say much about Tampa Bay. The only thing is that they have such an easy schedule. They play Detroit and then Atlanta twice. So I think they're gonna go undefeated Tennessee. Yeah, easy ass schedule, huh?
Yeah.
They rigged it for Brady. The NFL rigged it for Brady.
Man, fuck this.
Goodell. No, wait, he hates Brady. He definitely didn't rig it for Brady.
Yeah, he thought that Brady wasn't going there, and then when he went there, he was like, "Oh no."
It's fine. Robert Kraft probably gave Goodell some massage. He hooked him up with some massages just to give him to get Brady those easy schedules.
Oh no! All right, Chiefs versus Dolphins. Chiefs get the W. The Dolphins picked off.
What the fuck, Patrick?
Three
Fuck, Patrick.
Mahomes fucking fumbled the bag for MVP right now.
I will say, in the Nosebleeds league,
guys.
I had the foresight to bench Mahomes for Aaron Rodgers. I would like to say that.
That is good.
But
that is good.
Rodgers is very close. He might win MVP.
Right now, he has better numbers after this week.
Very possible. I think it's almost a coin flip right now.
Well, right now it went from Mahomes is the clear favorite to like Rodgers is a slight favorite. Nick just fucking got up and left. Anyway, Rodgers has more touchdowns and less interceptions right now. The only thing is Mahomes has about 700 more passing yards and more wins, but we'll have to see what happens at the end of the year. Like Nick said earlier, if Rodgers gets to 50 touchdowns and less than 5 picks, Mahomes, is that the
Saints
first time?
Game is key.
When was the last time Mahomes, has he ever thrown 3 interceptions in a game? I remember. I don't
can't remember any now.
Yeah, 3 in a game.
I mean, he threw what? 11 in his first starting year.
Yeah, and last year he threw 5.
5, yeah. So, I mean, it is highly unlikely.
Yeah, that he ever threw.
Yeah, it has to be the most interceptions in a game.
3 in a game. I knew. Yeah. Well,
there was a thing about Patrick Mahomes after the game. He tweeted out that he has a love-hate relationship with Hard Rock Stadium because, of course, he won the Super Bowl there. But
he's still throwing a fair amount of interceptions there now.
Yeah,
5 in his career.
Wow.
Because he threw 2 in the Super Bowl last year. But he had those interceptions in the first half. Then Xavier Howard made an amazing play.
Oh my wow!
On the default. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, the Dolphins defense played great. Tua played really good. Mahomes made a bunch of mistakes, and the Chiefs still beat them.
Didn't the Chiefs score? I think the Chiefs scored like 21 points in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like 10-0 at one point, and then it was like 20 to 10 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Clyde
Edwards-Helaire has kind of fallen off a cliff.
I was afraid because I thought Mahomes was going to start going off with Tyreek, and it was going to cost me. But it turns out that they calmed down. Tyreek had a good week, though. Obviously, Mahomes did.
Travis Kelce is so good at football. Oh my god.
He's basically wrong.
8 receptions, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
Yep.
Can we say that Howard's in the race for D-Point now?
No,
we can't.
Doesn't he have 9 picks?
Doesn't G.C. Jackson have 7? And would you consider him in the race?
Literally nothing.
Yeah,
it's going to be TJ. It's either going to be TJ Watt or Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald.
It's one of those 3.
Yeah. But it's probably
the same way. It's the same way that somebody would be like somebody who didn't know how the actual voting goes for awards. You'd be like, oh yeah, shouldn't Michael Thomas have won MVP last year? You mean no, because he's not a quarterback. Yeah, it's that simple. It's the same with defensive
quarterbacks. It's very hard. Gilmore had an amazing season last year, and there was
same with Kuechly in 2013.
Yeah, and there was no
whatever year
tackles that really had like amazing seasons last year. So that was the only way that a corner could win it. A corner just has to be like God amongst men to win. Yeah, and that's what except for week 17 he got burned by Parker, but Gilmore had that season. I don't think Howard. I mean, Howard's probably an all-pro corner, but I don't think he's like that good. No defensive player, but. Also, the Dolphins, a quick point, I actually think they're going to miss the playoffs now because the 5 and 6 is probably going to be either Baltimore, Baltimore or Cleveland. And then 7 is going to be probably Indianapolis. So it's going to be pretty tough for the Dolphins to get in. And the Raiders, I think, are out.
I'm not sure if the Ravens are going to get in. If I'm being honest,
we'll get to
the Ravens are going to win. They're going to win out.
Well, the Dolphins also might win out. They have the Patriots, the Raiders, and the Bills.
I'd say they're much less likely to win out, dude. But the Ravens have the Jags.
Have the Jags, Giants.
It's literally like
Bengals.
The Giants are pretty bad at
one more. They're basically, or no, if they win 2 more, they're basically in.
Yeah, they're gonna win it.
Who has the divisional tiebreaker?
Not the Dolphins. They lost to us at the beginning of the year.
No, I meant not divisional. I meant conference tiebreaker.
Between who?
Dolphins and the Ravens.
I think it's the Ravens. Let me check. Also, there's the Colts too that you have to account for.
Yeah.
I think the Colts have a game up already. I think they're.
Let me check. Hold on.
Pretty confident in.
So the Dolphins are actually at 7 right now. The Ravens are still at 8. Both the Dolphins and Ravens are 8 and 5, but the Dolphins have a 1-game better conference record.
Okay.
They're 5 and 4, and the Ravens are 5 and 5. But
big up Tua. Tua had a pretty good game against the Chiefs.
He did.
3 touchdowns. What was it? 200-something yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played pretty well.
Like
you said, I don't know if it's going to be good enough
316
to make the playoffs.
There's a world where they'll win out and they could still miss. Well, actually, no, I don't know about that.
Well, yes, because if the Ravens win out as well, they're in.
No,
right?
Because if the Browns, the Ravens, and the Colts also all win out, then they're
the Colts.
No, wait, because the Dolphins are currently in the spot, aren't they?
Right. I think that the Dolphins have to lose a game
against the Ravens. Oh, so do they have the spot over the Ravens then?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. Big up, Ethan.
But so they just have to win out though, and I'd be concerned about them against the Bills, especially if they.
The Bills also just might rest everybody.
Yeah, they're going to be resting.
But if the Dolphins win both of their games, I guess you're right. Yeah. If they're 12 and 3 by that point, they probably would, because then the division wouldn't be in doubt. Because they'd be 2 games behind, so it wouldn't be a divisional championship game. So I guess we'll see.
So it's got to either be us or the Raiders.
So who are the Dolphins playing? Oh yeah, the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about. Hooray. I don't think the Dolphins are like terrible or anything, but like they could also. Those are us in Las Vegas. Those are losable games. So, like they're not guaranteed to win them. So it's not like the Ravens. But yeah, next game.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. We have Broncos and Panthers. Drew Lock absolutely erupted.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns. The Broncos win 32-27.
He just decided to play like he was playing at Missouri again. I just legitimately don't understand it.
I don't think he wants to get replaced anymore, because that's the thing. He was really at a point where they're like, all right, we're drafting a quarterback this draft. And this is really good for us Patriots fans, because
especially because there are certain Bears fans, i.e. Henry Burns, that are convinced that Trubisky is the answer in Chicago. So that's one more team that doesn't need a quarterback.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Carolina. I've heard a lot of people in mock drafts putting Carolina as drafting a quarterback. I think that would be a huge mistake, though.
They might.
I'm a big Teddy guy. I'm a big Teddy. They're already paying Teddy a lot of money.
Yeah, that's the only 63 or whatever it is.
I don't know. I mean, if they could get someone better, then I don't know why they wouldn't. But I don't.
Well, I think you have to think about the dead cap about moving Teddy.
I'd say you probably keep him another year.
You get a better defense. You get a tight end.
Yeah.
That offense is that offense is elite.
Build up the depth this season, and then if it's
that's a top 10 offense if you get like Kyle Pitts. Because then you have Teddy, Christian.
I think there's a top
McCaffrey,
10 offense even without anybody else. They were playing extremely good, and they still are playing pretty good even without maybe the best running back in the league. So
and since we've seen the NFC has grown a lot weaker, especially towards the bottom, I would say next year if they can bolster up a tight end in their defense a little bit, they could slip in as a wild card team, even with Teddy at the helm.
Well, I don't think they'd be slipping in. I think they could very well win the division. Yeah. I think that if Christian McCaffrey was healthy all year, then they'd probably be a playoff team. They're better than the Cardinals if they have Christian McCaffrey. As much as it hurts me to say that, they're better than the Cardinals.
They did beat the Cardinals this season.
Yeah, even without him.
Yeah. Well, also he's not playing this week, right?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's
fuck.
out.
Well, that's too bad.
Hey, I'm
Nick
still,
on that
I'm
trade.
still,
They
I'm
got-
still
they-
gonna win.
I don't think they should draft a quarterback. I mean, if they do, then I guess they're set for after Teddy, but that's 4 years down the line unless they decide to cut him and take a bunch of dead cap.
They could also just trade him, but trade cap is a little bit less.
Yeah, maybe they'll look for a quarterback in the later rounds that they can develop. Who knows?
I've seen them mocked with Zach Wilson a lot, and Zach Wilson is probably going to need a year to sit under somebody. So that's a pretty good
Who
situation.
was the quarterback that Matt Rule had at Temple? Or whatever he was?
Temple, PJ Walker.
Oh, he's not gonna.
You mean Baylor?
A Baylor. Okay, I don't know. Where he
He coached at Baylor last. Temple was before Baylor, and he's not somebody who's going to get drafted.
Yeah, I know.
He's he actually did recruit Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's trade a first round pick for Jared Stidham, please.
Okay, to the Panthers.
Yep, let's go.
All right. Well, Drew Lock. I mean, he still might not get his job. I mean, he has 13 touchdowns, 13 picks. You know.
Yeah, we can't talk about him
wow.
like he's an elite quarterback. He's
He had one good
proven
week
to be
against
that
the
he
Chiefs,
can be
so-
serviceable.
Yeah, but he's been banged up throughout the year. Teddy has
Banged out.
banged
Sorry.
up.
Banged out.
Keep going. Next game.
All right.
Mitch. Mitch.
Okay, yeah, Mitch
Mitch.
Trubisky puts up
And David
36
Montgomery.
points
David
for the
Montgomery's
Bengals
so
in the win
fucking
against the Texans. What?
Yeah, what's that
Um,
story about Dave Montgomery not being a good running
He
back?
still sucks.
What is?
What's that?
Yeah, wait.
Number
give me
one
the-
fantasy
This is-
running back
this is-
since
That's
this is
in the
stupid.
last
What?
5 weeks.
This is the
I
Texans.
picked him up in the
defense that we did
nosebleeds
last
league
year.
when Christian
No one had
McCaffrey-
him.
I have him. Yeah. Let's
Oh, that's
go.
stupid. I mean, I
Come on,
didn't think he was.
Yes. Yes.
Why didn't no one pick him
Nosebleeds?
up? Yes,
Yes.
Nick, nosebleeds.
I had him. I
Jesus.
cut him.
Yeah, that's
Dumbass.
you also cut Aaron Rodgers, you idiot.
Double dumbass.
Fucking idiot.
Was that in this league?
Rogers is
Yes.
a third-ranked quarterback. Are you fucking
Dude, I
kidding me?
picked up
No,
from your
this
waiver
was
wires
week 1 of the year.
my
Oh.
RB2 for that week and my quarterback. You're
Okay.
you're terrible, dog.
Why
How-
Josh Allen?
Okay, awesome.
I think he's
Awesome.
two.
Putting
so
up
that-
MVP numbers right now.
Well, who's actually going to be the MVP?
Rogers probably. I don't know.
Rodgers. Get fucked.
No, but he's
Um,
in the race.
I don't want to
at
hear
point.
this. I don't want to hear this, Nick.
What happened this week? Oh yeah, the Texans are terrible, and they need
Terrible.
to. Deshaun Watson needs to leave immediately because they're ass, and they just got
Deshaun
blown up by the
Bears?
fucking Bears. And also, the Bears might make the playoffs now.
Oh,
That's still going to
no.
be tough.
They're 6-7. They're right behind the Cardinals right now.
Come on.
I don't know who else they have. I think they have Green Bay though, so I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
Cardinals do have the Eagles and the 49ers and the Rams.
The
Eagles,
the
low
Bears
key-
have the
low-key
Vikings this
Eagles.
week, the Jags. They'll win that game, and they have the Packers.
Packers,
so
yeah.
they need
Packers
to.
are probably going to be resting everybody.
They need to win the
Jordan
next
Love
2 weeks.
game.
They need to win the next 2 weeks,
Jordan
and then they
Love
have a
game against
chance.
the Bears.
Bears playoff season? Trubisky in a playoff game?
Hey, we actually predicted it in our playoff prediction. I was against it for the NFC.
Yeah, right. We picked them to be the 7th seed, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, damn.
But they still might not be though.
Yes,
I mean, I'd still give
I'm
the edge
just
to the
saying,
Cardinals.
they
as a
benched
also
seed.
picked
Rodgers in the
Eagles to
last
go to the
game.
Super
Jordan
Bowl.
Love goes for 5 touchdowns, and then Rodgers is the Patriots quarterback next year.
Amazing.
That's the option. That's
Yep.
the vibe.
All right. Well, what were we talking? Oh yeah. This was really just like if you're a Texans fan, I'm sorry. You just got blown up by Trubisky. Like I
That's
apologize to you. And Harden's leaving you because you're in Houston,
And he's fat now.
and he's Chungus. So yeah. So that's the way it is for Houston fans, I guess. Deshaun actually didn't even play that bad because he's my fantasy quarterback. But
Houston hasn't had nice things since the trash cans.
Houston,
so
we
you
have
guys
a
don't
fucking
deserve things.
we have a fucking problem.
They literally sold their soul.
I can't believe we lost to them.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't
Oh,
wanna talk about
no,
this
we're
team.
not
We'd
getting
still be
into
in the
that.
race
We're
if we had
not
won that
getting into
game.
We're not getting into that.
Yeah,
It's
we
because
are.
Cam sucks, period. That's
Yeah.
He
it.
didn't even play that bad that game. He had like 300
Yeah,
yards
the
and a
fumble at the end
touchdown.
of the game.
No, that's the Bills game.
Oh, that was the Bills game. Whatever. He makes so many goddamn mistakes. I forget what games they happened. in.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Cardinals versus Giants. The Giants.
Yes, Cardinals.
Oh shit. This is like,
Kyler.
I was
Nice
hoping
job,
to see.
Stuart.
I was hoping to see a
Yes.
Giants upset, but I think this is it though. I think
Nope.
Washington's making the playoffs.
Big football team guy. Big Cardinals guy.
The Cardinals.
That was a good.
I still think Kyler might be injured, but you
Yeah, I
know
think
they won this, and I think they're gonna probably. This is probably playoffs, and also it's unlikely now that the Giants make it. I mean, technically, all they need to do is tie with Washington, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But
Danny
probably
Dimes, rest in peace.
he played
Nuke.
fucking terrible, and also I mean
Nuke.
I know McCoy. You know, people are like, oh, he should go in. Like, not actually. Like, he's also terrible. So, you know, that's just the way it is.
Did he
I
go
guess.
in at one point?
No, I don't
Yeah, he
think.
did.
Maybe,
He went 2
yeah.
for 3 for 18 yards.
Wow, beast, monster, watch out!
Stidham
Ooh, Colt McCoy, where are you?
What the fuck was that noise?
There's a screen.
Cardinals defense had 7 sacks.
Oh, and I didn't even start.
Hassan Reddick they had 8 sacks actually. Hassan Reddick had 5 of them.
And then I started the fucking Ravens defense over them, who got -6.
Ooh.
They got like 20. Well, I guess I'll start next week. I think they're playing someone easy. So, who are they playing? Arizona. They're playing the Eagles. Yeah, I'm starting them.
Dang. Oh my. All right. Cowboys versus Bengals. We Dem Boyz staying in the playoff race? Question mark?
No.
way.
The Washington
victory?
football
Shut the
team.
fuck up.
They're still last in that division. And it's been upgraded.
Upgraded by the host, and now includes unlimited minutes. Let's go, Nick. Gun in the bag on Nosebleeds. Guys.
Okay.
That deserves a like, a
Let's
share, and a
go,
subscribe. Come on.
That's
Let's
amazing. You
go.
don't have to cut.
That was elite. Oh my
Why
god.
did
Let's
they do that?
go.
I don't know. I didn't even do anything.
Well,
It's a
but
present.
dude,
Cowboys defense
You're on
was
the ACMI
incredible.
account, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
It says ACMI Sports
It
right
says
there.
ACMI Sports. You're an
Yeah, I know, but this isn't ACMI. It's ACMI Sports.
Yeah, so they probably also have a
They
premium.
probably also have a premium account.
Genius discovered?
Maybe. All right.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Zeke is
Go.
terrible. Andy Dalton revenge game. Cowboys defense had like 18,000 fumble recoveries.
yeah.
That's it.
I was thinking if the Bengals didn't have Joe Burrow this year, they might be just as bad as the Jets.
They'd probably be worse.
They're fucking
Well,
terrible.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I
No.
guess. But if he had like
Guys.
torn his
Probably
ACL in
1 in
practice
50.
or
They'd
something,
probably be as bad as the Jaguars.
maybe worse than the Jags, maybe better than the Jets. At least they have a couple weapons. But I mean,
Cowboys top
they
5
had-
pick?
they've only scored.
Yeah.
They've scored 14 points in 2 consecutive weeks. They scored 7 points on the fucking Cowboys have horrible defense. I mean,
Oh,
Zach
it's
Wilson.
So bad.
I know that he doesn't have a ton to work with, but like, dude, at least
Taylor.
put up a fucking fight, dude. Like, he could lose
Zach
his
Taylor.
job.
Hey,
Zach Taylor, not
quarterback.
Zach Wilson.
they,
yeah.
they put the smack down on the Bengals, guys. It's fine.
He's a what's his name? Sean McVay disciple.
Yeah,
So,
he's
you
the
know.
quarterback's coach.
Oh.
here.
So, getting ready for him to get fired and then rehired by the fucking Rams. Yeah. I could see him being fired, honestly. This team's
Yeah.
ass. It's like, what the fuck? How do you score 7 points on the Cowboys defense? They give like 33 a game. You score 7? Like, what is going on here? This is
Let's
embarrassing.
go.
But also, Nick, the Cowboys are making the playoffs. They're still the worst team in the NFC. So
Yeah.
Probably, but I mean, they technically still have a chance.
Well, worst team in the
who
NFC.
gives a shit? So do the fucking.
Actually,
Yeah, who's worse?
they
The
are. Yeah, all fairness.
Bengals. The Bengals are worse.
They're not in the NFC.
The Bengals are not
in the
NFC.
NFC. In the NFC.
Maybe the Falcons is the only team I can think of.
I don't think so.
No.
Falcons are 4-4 with the interim.
Let's not
head
get
coach.
crazy. I'm looking through.
Falcons look dangerous, guys.
Didn't they lose the Chargers?
I mean, we
We'll
could
talk
say
about
the
that.
Bears just because they're frauds.
No way.
No
They're 6
way.
and 7,
Yeah.
and they actually
Okay,
have
let's move
good
on.
players.
This
Speaking of frauds,
conversation
we got
is
to a
going
fraud
nowhere.
later. All right. Anyway, Colts versus Raiders. Colts
Raiders
W.
Dude, the Raiders fucking suck.
Dude,
Fire.
The Raiders are
Colts-
awful.
the
Also,
Colts-
I have something to say. I am going to. I hate Josh Jacobs now because I was playing. Okay, I was playing volleyball up at Robbins. We were having a captain's practice. It was fun. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's like 3:50. I should probably check if Josh Jacobs is playing. And he goes out into a fucking press conference and says, "Yeah, guys, I'm not playing." So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me not put him in my lineup.
And then he's like,
And then
I'm
he
playing.
fucking play. Oh my god, I hate Josh.
How did he
Jacobs.
do,
Fuck
though?
off. He only had 10 points. It wouldn't have made a
Okay.
difference.
Yeah.
But oh my god, I hate Josh Jacobs so much right now. And
Why would
as
you
a result
do
of
that?
the
You're
Raiders
just
are
gonna make half the world hate you.
That was the point.
Fuck Josh.
It was to screw over
Piss
people
me
in
off.
fantasy because he probably knows that it's playoffs week for a
Doesn't
lot of
actually
people.
piss me off. I like Josh Jacobs. He has a
Oh,
really good
It's just
story.
The
a
Raiders
terrible-
just got completely
Terrible person
clapped.
right there.
The Raiders got clapped. I think
awful.
Carr had a pick 6. Their defense is trash, and sometimes their offense stagnates.
Dude,
So,
I know the Colts are pretty good. Jonathan Taylor's looking really good in these last 3 weeks.
they have a great running back tandem with him and Hines.
Oh my god. How do you give up 44 points to Phillip Rivers?
Nice.
He's a good quarterback.
Well,
Don't get me
Nick's
wrong.
fucking
is.
prediction of 12
Let's
and 4.
go!
might come true. Who do they play this
Yeah.
week? Let's see.
Yeah. They could do it.
They play the wait. Oh no, this is
Look at this. Rivers, 19
Texans,
for 28,
Steelers, and
244
Jags.
yards, 2 touchdowns, 0
this is last
picks.
week.
Step up to my level, guys, of knowledge. The Colts are about to win the division.
All right, you can have fun. No, it's
Okay,
gonna be
Steven.
tight. They
Well,
play.
and then I'm
They
gonna-
play the Texans this week. They'll probably win that game.
Well, have a fun time. Probably losing to the Steelers.
Oh wait, I
in
think they play
2
the
out of 4
Jags.
weeks.
We'll get to the Steelers, Chandler. We will get to the Steelers.
I'm sure we will.
All right.
All
All
right.
right. Next game.
Next game.
There's literally
Jets
nothing to talk
versus
about for the
Seahawks.
next game.
Russ
literally nothing.
Russ threw 4 touchdowns, but he officially put himself out of the MVP race by throwing a pick against the Jets. How do you? How do you do that? How?
He has so many picks.
How do you do that? How do you only throw for 206 yards?
He has what now? Like 10 interceptions in the last 5 weeks and like 16 touchdowns. He's been like above average at best.
All right, boys, put Geno in.
Cocky bastard.
They put Geno in for 4 out of 5 completions, 33 yards. Geno Smith.
I was checking he's getting the Geno revenge game. Did he play for the Jets? Yeah, he played for the Jets. But I was just checking Madden. You want to know Geno Smith's overall in Madden right now?
What?
53.
It's a fucking 56.
Oh my god.
There was one.
He was a first-round pick quarterback.
There was a player
that was like a 52.
There was a player that the Titans drafted who's a backup quarterback. He's a 47 overall. His first name's like Logan or something. I don't know. I didn't recognize him, but 47. So I guess they shouldn't. I guess they shouldn't. You know, if Tannehill gets injured, they're just screwed because they have a 47 overall quarterback.
Oh.
So, but yeah, what game we're trying to
interested him.
Jets and Seahawks. I really don't have anything else to say.
The Jets are terrible. Welcome,
Josh. They should just. I think Jamal Adams should just switch to a coverage linebacker instead of a safety.
Yeah,
I agree.
He set the record for sacks in a season by a safety, which is very impressive. Except that he can't fucking play deep coverage. He gets cooked.
Well, yeah, I mean he's a strong safety, but still you're expected to
be a good.
The difference between strong safety and free safety isn't as prevalent as it has been in the past.
Yeah, and either way,
you have to be able to do everything.
You're still a secondary position.
Yeah,
he just
unless you're playing like cover one.
He'd be absolutely elite if he was like a right outside linebacker.
If he was just coverage. A permanent. If all he did was play money backer.
Yeah,
he would probably be
the Patrick Queen role.
Yeah, Patrick. Oh my God! Don't even get me fucking started on Patrick. Queen. Don't even get me started.
I don't know too much, but I wanted them to. Based on
he was the youngest player in the draft.
I wanted them to pick him,
and he was a first-round talent, and we still didn't fuck.
And he's like a Belichick player. Belichick loves linebackers who play coverage.
I'm fucking
like Gerard Mayo.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, all I can say is that I think the Jets actually won this trade now because it's. They're going to get, 2 first-round picks and then a bunch of assets as well this year and next year.
They're probably going to get – they could very well get Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, the 2 Clemson boys.
And Kyle Pitts will be there, another pick.
I highly doubt that.
He's probably
going to be gone around
12.
Around us.
Yeah.
See, I saw in mock drafts we were going to take Kyle Pitts.
Yep. He's very
good thing we drafted Ossie, right, guys? 0 catches this season. Absolute monster.
Don't forget Dalton.
At least he has a catch.
Hey, I will say Kyle Pitts very well could be. This is kind of weird to say because how
the first overall pick.
No, I'm saying that he's probably going to be the best pass catcher from this draft. Kyle Pitts.
Really?
He is everything that Aaron Hernandez was on the football field.
Whoa.
On the football field.
Jeez. And then some. Because he's kind of like it's okay. This is going to sound bad, but just go with me. He's like the Isaiah Simmons of offense, just because he can play so many different positions. He's literally a tight end, but you could play him as a Y. You could even play him. Well, he's not going to play defense, or he's not really that good at blocking either.
Punt return.
I mean, he probably could punt. He probably could get punt returns not better than Gunner. Gunner's the GOAT.
Gunner.
No, yeah. He's going to be really good. Kyle Pitts is going to be really good in the NFL.
What a roller coaster Gunner has had.
He didn't even play that bad last week either.
No,
a couple good kick returns.
I kind of want him to just
play quarterback
at this point. Like,
I'm here for it.
I'm here for
Kobe Myers to play quarterback.
He should just play quarterback.
Yeah. No, Myers should play quarterback.
When was the last time Edelman fucking played?
It's been like 7 weeks.
I forgot about him.
You mean?
He's not coming back.
Goodbye. He's retiring.
Yep, just like everybody.
What if he goes to the Bucs, Nick? What would you do?
I wouldn't even care, honestly, because the Bucs they were just hyped up to be like this amazing team with all these talents. And
I said at the beginning of the year that they were going to be like the Nets.
It's so underwhelming.
They have been.
Really, it's underwhelming. I don't think anybody expected them to be like amazing. I sure didn't. I mean,
a lot of people expected them to.
I picked them to go 11-5, and that's what they're going to go.
I picked them to go like 13-3.
I was more surprised. Not on before. At the end of the day, they reached my expectations, but from before the year. There was a point midway through the year they were 6-2 going into that New Orleans game after AB. That's when I was starting. Well, 3 out of 4. That's when I was starting to believe that they were really good, especially with the NFC being so wide open. They had beat the Packers badly.
Yeah.
They only barely lost that game to the Bears. They hadn't even lost that bad in week 1 with the Saints. They were better than I expected at that point. But then they obviously dropped a couple games, and now, but no, they're probably going to end up 11-5. They'll probably win a playoff game. I mean, that's what most people expected. And who knows? I mean, if they win the playoff game, I don't know if they're 5. They could beat Washington.
Well, if they're 5, but what if they're 6?
If they're 6, I'd be concerned about them against the Rams.
Yeah, I think they'd get.
Yeah,
I think they'd lose.
Or maybe even the Saints.
Right, or the Seahawks or something. I honestly
any of those teams are bouncing them. I honestly might even consider taking Washington.
I wouldn't do that, but
that's
it's still Brady in a playoff game. I mean, you know,
Stacey Young in a playoff game though.
I would take the Buccaneers in that, and let's just say they win that.
Washington's got an elite front seven. That's the thing. They could destroy.
Yeah, but Alex Smith's really going to dominate against a really good Bucs defense. Watch out, 57 fucking passing yards. The Washington, Washington is definitely has talent, but let's be honest, they're still fucking mediocre. They're still not they still don't have a very good secondary. Their offense is kind of trash. They still only really have a good front seven. So.
They need a quarterback, and they're gonna win too many games.
No,
and
I
not be in a
heard
position
they
to
were
get a
going to stick
quarterback.
without Smith.
Though there's no way he's like 38. He's not actually. He's like 34.
No, he's like 32.
33 or 34. He's
34.
Same age as Rodgers, I think.
Anyway,
maybe 35.
speaking of Rodgers, perfect transition. Packers versus
good
Lions. Packers win.
Rodgers.
What the fuck happened in this game? Oh, it was actually kind of close.
Yeah, it was.
Stafford keeps getting
24-24.
injured at the end of the game. Why does this keep happening?
He doesn't have an offensive line.
I don't know.
Just keep putting Chase Daniel in to save the day.
I mean, I know he's in a bad situation,
Not
Stafford.
really. Not on the
It's
offensive end.
They
have
still
weapons.
Not that good. I mean, Galladay's out.
Yeah, but they have Jones and they have TJ Hawkins.
He also got hurt. Marvin Jones also got hurt.
Good old Danny.
Hawk is so good.
But yeah, well, that's it. Sorry, Stafford can retire now.
Stafford to Indianapolis. That's what
I don't think he's that much better than Rivers.
Carson will go there over Stafford, I think.
Yeah, I think
Carson is also like a $8 billion cap hit.
Yeah, well,
It's like 24 million.
That's going to probably do it for any playoff hopes for the Lions. Packers move into first place in the NFC. If the Packers,
they can't be 4-12.
They'll be 6-10. If the Packers have the same record as the Saints, they'll win the NFC because they beat them in week 2 or something like that. I don't know what week it was, but so.
And then
it's the Packers conference to lose.
Vikings to slip in to the 7th seed and then play the Saints first round, and then they can lose.
Oh my god, I actually really hope that happens.
Dude, I would laugh so
They
hard.
actually they do play on Christmas actually.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
You can see the
Merry
you can see
Christmas, Sean Payton.
Merry Christmas. You can see Kirk Cousins in
The
prime
ghost
time.
of Christmas Bounty Gate.
Yeah, well.
Hey, he broke the curse this year. Maybe he'll throw 16 touchdowns.
Well, technically, he broke the curse last year because they did win a playoff game, but
No, I meant on prime time. He was 0-9 before this game.
We were talking about the Saints.
he was 0-9 on Monday Night Football.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, but all right.
All right. Anyway.
What the hell?
All right. Falcons versus Chargers. Oh, this was brutal.
Yes.
Worst game ever. Worst game ever.
And then the Chargers blew the game, but then the Falcons blew it again.
Matt Ryan, #wash. No, it's pretty reactionary, but I mean, damn, he couldn't have choked any harder. How do you throw a pick and then you get another chance at it and then throw another pick? What is wrong with you, dude? Just throw it away or something. Literally anything but throwing another interception. Basically the same play, the same side of the field.
That's a terrible throw.
And not only that, but
and
of course Herbert threw a pick, but I think he threw 3 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson only had 39 receiving yards, so
dude, Herbert's falling apart here at the end of the year.
Not really. He had a good game.
Justin Jefferson, Rookie of the Year.
He had 39 yards receiving. You not just hear me? Yeah, 39 yards. That's really going to put him in the race. Herbert went up more this week than last week. He went up in the lead. Well, the Chargers, I guess this is a good morale win for them. Also, really, how do the Falcons go from spanking the Raiders, who are at least okay, almost beating the Saints, then just losing the fucking Chargers? What is going on?
Thank you for covering the spread, Los Angeles. Thank you. And winning.
For the win, Mike Badgley with a game-winning field goal.
What a guy.
And their special
Chargers, another
I was hoping that they would just miss. I was like,
I was expecting him to miss. I'm
Me
being
too.
fully honest. I was like, overtime. Who's gonna win?
I think both teams are trying to give the game away.
Yeah.
please, you have it. No, you have it. No,
They're
you
just
have
tanking to incorrectly make a draft pick.
Nice. Fire the
Usually
whole
Chargers draft all
coaching
right.
staff. Fire the medical staff. Fire everyone.
Well, definitely fire the medical staff and definitely the barber staff too because of that haircut that they gave.
Oh, Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What's
Well,
the next game?
Another big game that was close down to the wire for our prediction's sake. We had Washington versus the 49ers.
Big football team guy.
Big football team guys. I've popped on the football team wagon.
Yes, Nick.
It was a good win. I mean, at this point, I think they're going to win the division, so I don't have anything else to
yeah.
say. Chase Young's a monster. He single-handedly had like all their points in the first half or whatever. Nick Mullins, I don't know. He's just good enough to stay in. That's basically what Nick Mullins is. He's just good enough not to get benched.
Terrible throw.
Yeah.
He blows the game, bro.
Also, why did it was 4th and 11, and he didn't throw beyond the sticks.
Oh, that was stupid.
He threw a short pass.
Awful.
Like, that's terrible awareness. Well,
that was awful.
Washington, likely division champs. They play. I don't know who they play this week. They play the Seahawks this week. They still play Dallas once.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that the Niners weren't already out after.
No. They play the Eagles.
For sure, they're done.
Oh yeah, the Eagles have the Cowboys.
The Eagles are still ahead of the. Oh yeah, the 49ers. Yeah, no, that's it. I just hope Kittle comes back for the championship week. If I win this week against Rams, then maybe I'll have a chance with Kittle back.
Yeah.
George Kittle. All right. Then we move on to the next game. Big game for Donis.
Oh my
Eagles
God.
finally
What the
won.
fuck?
Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this. Fuck the
I enjoyed
Saints.
it too.
Hey, Hurts looked great. I was playing Madden this week, and I did random teams, and I was the Eagles. Hurts was pretty bad, but he was okay. I did a lot of running the ball, and you know what? He was great on the ground. He made good decisions. He threw a touchdown. It looked all right. Was he the one who fumbled at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of sad.
Hold on. And we have to address that onside kick.
The fact that the Saints absolutely should have won that game.
The Saints should have fucking got that. Yeah.
Saints ball.
Well, what happened is they came up with the ball, but then they lost it under the pile. Like there's the photo that they had the ball once the whistle was blown, but then that's not actually the end of the play because you can't see what happens under the pile.
Yeah. So they cleared out the Eagles player.
But I mean, according to the camera angle, can't you see what happened under the pile?
Yeah. Well,
doesn't matter.
I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, the Saints get screwed once
Fuck the
again.
Saints.
but
Let's
I mean, they were
go. Fuck
outplayed
Sean Payton.
anyway,
Fuck
so-
Donagate.
Yeah.
Well, Hurts the quarterback of the future. I don't know about that, but he'll start the rest of the season.
Yeah.
This is probably it for Wentz in
Rick
Philadelphia.
Carson, dude, he's taken a huge blow with
It's
this.
This is it.
tough. It's
He's
tough.
he's heading to the Colts. He's heading to
They're gonna make an expansion
Patriots.
team in North Dakota.
the Broncos, the Patriots.
Suffer with the Patriots. I mean, at least we have a good O line.
Do we?
It's better than the fucking Eagles.
That's true. That's true.
Compared to his current situation.
Also, it seems like the Eagles receivers are way more like excited now because they hate Carson Wentz or something. I remember like
It's the
last
same
week
thing with Nick Foles.
when Wentz threw that touchdown, or not a touchdown, he threw an interception. I don't know who they were playing. Can't remember, but he was throwing it. I think it was the Ravens they were playing. And it was like Jeffrey had a clear way to get the ball or at least knock it away so that it wasn't an interception, but instead he just stood there and it was a pick. But then he caught a touchdown this week against the Saints. So Alshon Jeffrey is finally happy.
Yay.
All right. Then we move on. All right. This is probably going to be one of the biggest games that we talk about on the list.
Before we get into anything. about that
Versus Steelers. Pause, everybody. I told you that the Steelers' offense was a fraud.
They're
And the
terrible.
Bills were
They're bad.
legit.
The Bills are definitely legit.
I am correct.
For the
What
first
is that?
time.
This is a Doug Flutie bear because the last
Oh.
quarterback to lead them to 10 wins was Doug Flutie in 1998.
It was probably all the running game.
Who? The
Yeah,
Bills? They
the
were
Bills.
over 10 wins last year.
No, they were
Yeah,
not.
that's true. Yeah, they were. They were 11-5 last year.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
No,
Rip
they
Chandler.
were 10-6 last year.
Boo.
Whatever. Yeah, my point stays the same. Josh Allen is the second best quarterback in Bills history, behind Jim Kelly.
No.
He's-
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is. Who else would be in
Because
consideration?
legitimately, Flutie is 3.
Oh, I thought you were saying Flutie's one.
No.
No, Jim Kelly's easily
Yeah,
one. He
yeah.
led them to
okay,
4
right,
Super Bowls.
right. Yeah. But the Steelers are frauds. Big Ben is terrible.
I still think their defense is good, but
Yeah, the defense, it's literally the Patriots last year. I wonder who said that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
Live on air.
Well, actually, I think I guess the Steelers still have more potential. Like they still have weapons.
They're gonna get the number 2.
They might get number 3.
They play like the Colts first round. They could get bounced.
Yeah, they could.
They could. You're right.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the Steelers and Juju's stupid TikTok
I
dances.
hate
So
the Steelers. Oh, Juju is one of the most.
I hate both of these teams. But I hate both of these teams. But I don't know. I just hope they both lose. To be honest, the Bills are actually really fucking good. So.
Dude, Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia.
You
Jump
see
to the table.
the question on the Nosebleeds thing? I was hopping back on the.
Who are they playing in the season? They play the Dolphins, the Patriots, and someone else. The Jets, honestly. They already played.
Probably.
Who? The Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. Not the.
Let me check. Broncos this week.
Broncos. Yep.
Oh, they're going 3-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, unless they rest everybody against the Dolphins.
Right, they might do that. All right, well, the Bills. I still don't think they're better than the
Division
Chiefs,
champions for the first time since Jim Kelly was the quarterback.
unless the Dolphins win out and the fucking Bills lose out.
Lose out, yeah.
No way.
Go Bill
way.
Nation.
Us, even while wrestling their players.
I'm like 85% in on Josh Allen. I still think he might have.
He definitely blows it sometimes. He's pretty consistent.
He's fixed his throwing mechanics a lot.
That being
which has helped his
said-
accuracy.
That being said, yeah, throughout the game, he's pretty fucking solid. He can run, he can pass deep, he can throw me. You know, he has weapons.
He's Lamar with an arm.
The thing,
Yeah.
the
Except
big
less
thing is
explosive.
going to be the playoffs. That's where he's going to have to prove it.
Right after last year's. Well, I guess it didn't matter that much, but I just remember last year in the playoffs, like against Houston, they were driving in a tied game, and then like he was running it, and he tried to like do the stupid ass lateral, and like he fumbled it, and like it was just like the worst thing you'd ever seen.
That was bad.
It didn't matter in the end, but like those kinds of things concern me. But
Yeah.
you know, he's very good. And the Steelers, I hope they lose the rest of their games. Fuck the Steelers.
I hate the Steelers, and I mean I'm glad that they're frauds. I don't like Big Ben either. I don't know what
I
they're
hate
going to
Big
do
Ben.
after he's gone. Actually,
You're gonna draft
it
a
would be
quarterback,
pretty
probably.
easy to find a replacement because Big Ben is just so. I mean, he's tall. which
Oh my
is nice,
lord!
But he's not mobile anymore at all.
Hold up, pause.
Yeah.
Frank Ragnow played through a fractured throat last week and still managed to finish the game.
Oh my god.
How the fuck does somebody fracture their throat?
wait. Fractured throat, like
As in this thing.
wow, that's crazy.
Well, now I feel less bad. Right now I feel I feel less bad or more bad about saying that the Lions don't have an offensive line. They got Frank Ragnow.
Wow,
He was the first one pick. He's kind of a bust. Not gonna lie.
that's
That's
insane.
the Stewart's making the sound of somebody with a fractured throat.
Oh my god!
I didn't need to.
After
Okay.
every play, he was just.
Oh my god, Nick, calm down.
Okay, move on.
Poor guy.
Right.
Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia. Next we got
That's
the
such a
final
stupid
game on
name.
the list.
If there was any mafia, why would they be in fucking Buffalo?
I don't
Oh,
know.
the wings up there.
Who lives in fucking Buffalo?
Mafia?
Sheesh. The
Dude.
Mafia, clearly.
I do not know. Josh Allen's a Mafia member, confirmed.
He looks like
Probably.
he's so pasty.
What?
He's a Patriots fan.
Probably
You
is.
see a picture of him with the Patriots jersey? Okay.
Josh
Oh, is he
Allen's
actually?
Mafia.
Yeah. At least
Alright.
he was.
Well, everybody was a Patriots fan when they were.
Last game on the
Yes.
list. Ravens versus Browns. What a
The
game.
poo game.
The poop game.
The poop game.
Paul Pierce
Lamar.
2.0. Lamar had to take a fucking shit. He left the game. McSorley went in, like fucking tore his ACL
Sacrificed
and his
himself.
Achilles, sacrificed his career, and then they put in Lamar. He ran out like a G, threw a fucking dime to Marquise Brown.
Who
and
finally
then-
caught the ball for the first time
Dude.
since his.
Yeah, right. He dropped like
Since
8
his-
passes before that. That was an
Right.
amazing game. 9 rushing touchdowns. The fucking Ravens defense got -6. Like, it was just insane.
Baker.
And to be honest, I don't. If the Ravens had looked terrible and the Browns had also looked kind of bad and they had won this game like 16-13, I would feel worse about them than I do now, losing by 3. Despite, I mean, the defense might not have looked great, but the offense looked fucking explosive. That dude, Peoples-Jones is a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jarvis Landry,
Who
he's
said
really
that?
solid.
Nice job, Pats. Nice job, Pats.
Maybe
Passing up on him.
the best
Great.
running tandem in the league, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb,
Probably.
both by fantasy leagues.
Dude.
Thank you, sir. But
Baker's legit.
Baker's lit.
Baker's lit. All right.
He
no,
did
but
throw a
not
really
actually-
bad
He was
interception,
a
but
bad pick.
He's the real deal.
He's definitely for real though. Baker is one of the guys with a really cool story in the NFL.
He's developed nicely. That's
all right.
Good to see.
He's finally he's living up to his potential that we saw in his rookie season. But the Browns looking pretty good. I am happy. They have, I think, a fairly easy schedule.
Browns might win the division.
They have the Jets, the Giants, and the Steelers. So there's a chance that could be a divisional for the division.
There we go.
If the Steelers lose another game, then that game could be for the division because it would be 12-3 versus
11-4.
11-4. So then they would have
that would be awesome.
Then it would be tiebreaker. Yeah, I'm here for it.
I hate this.
Fuck the Steelers.
Yeah, the Browns
have an even better chance of getting bounced. Well, actually,
a lot of people are really heavily praising Kevin Stefanski right now, but also you have to remember that Romeo Crennel also led them to a 10-win season. With Derek
he was
Anderson.
the coach, Derek Anderson. Wow.
Yeah.
Belichick.
But
speaking of which, I think is Brian Flores the first successful Belichick disciple?
Yeah.
Basically.
Wow.
Eric
Romeo
Mangini.
Crennel for that 1 year.
Romeo Crennel. Bill
to a
O'Brien.
certain extent.
Well, wait.
Josh McDaniels had that 1 year with
Charlie Weiss in
Broncos.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, Broncos.
Or no. Yeah, yes, Charlie Weiss.
McDaniels was the coach of the Broncos in 09.
He was terrible. He was 11-17 in his 2 years.
Yeah.
8-8 and 4-4.
They started the year 5-0, 6-0, and they missed the playoffs. It's one of the greatest single season collapses of all time.
Nice.
They were incredible. They beat the Patriots in overtime in 09.
Oh, I remember. Wait, no.
Yeah. Well, probably not. But yeah, and McDaniels, after they won that game, he was like, here, hold on. He's like getting so fucking pumped up. He's so happy they beat Belichick.
Wait, who was that quarterback for them?
Kyle
Orton, yeah. They started the year hot, and then they just completely fell apart and missed the playoffs.
Yep, let's go.
They let the Chargers get into the playoffs. They were like 8-8 that year. So, yeah,
Right.
it was like,
And
beat Belichick.
If the year that I wanted the Ravens to win a Super Bowl, it would be this year, just so Trace McSorley can go out with a bang, get a ring.
Go out with a bang.
Right.
That's
tough.
year's done.
No,
At least give him the ring.
His
leg just- his
sacrifice
leg
his career to
imploded.
chance at making the playoffs.
Hey, I'm all
wait a
for
minute,
Trace
they don't
McSorley and RG3 winning a Super Bowl.
They don't even have a backup now. Who the fuck?
They
Who do they
don't,
have? Yeah, they need to sign someone.
RG,
Throw it
RG3's
on its
an
eye.
IR.
They need a backup.
You're
Like
gonna
Bortles
bring in
season?
Ben DiNucci.
Ben
DiNucci,
I
yes.
think
Who are the free agent quarterbacks right now?
Blake Bortles.
I think he's on the Broncos still.
Really?
Why would they keep him? They like 4.
Why do they have 4 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Man.
DiNucci.
Still
Ben DiNucci.
Ben
Or
DiNucci.
maybe they can get Jake Luton, so Chandler can feel.
He's not a free agent.
He's not a free agent. Yeah. He
Hoyer?
would lead them to. He would definitely lead them to a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Mark my words. And there's no way that you guys can disagree or prove
It
that
seems
wrong.
also a bit like the Ravens' offense. Just one point about the Ravens' offense is that, what is it, John? John Harbaugh. He's just been like, you know what? We can't pass the ball that well. Just for this season, let's just keep running it with Lamar every single
Dude,
time.
how do you find the current free agents?
I don't know. It's always been a struggle for me. I keep finding the ones from last offseason.
Or next year, yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
All right. Well, on
Kaepernick?
that note, that is it with all of the games for this week. On that note, we will move to the fantasy update, correct? Is that what's next?
What about the questions?
We'll do that after.
All
Oh,
right.
no. We do the questions first.
Whatever.
Okay.
you
Here we go.
think.
Questions from the Nosebleeds. We'll be right back.
Sorry.
You actually have. You actually have.
No.
All right, we are back with the questions from the Nosebleeds. We got 3 questions this week. We got 2 from Jack and 1 from Ethan. So thank you, everybody, for putting in the
Yes.
questions. So let's start off with Jack's first question.
How
With
old
the
am I?
Pats losing and the Ravens winning, do you think the Pats playoffs hopes are now done for good? Yes.
Yeah.
We've
Sad.
talked about this. Basically,
Uh,
even if the Dolphins and the Raiders fall off, which they might, even though they do play each other, which is also terrible for us. But the Ravens have couldn't have an easier schedule. The Giants, who basically suck, and then maybe the worst 2 teams in the league other than the Jets. The worst 2 teams in the league other than the Jets. The Bengals and the Jags. If they lose either of those games, they suck. They're going to win those games. They're going to that is, but...
the? All right.
Hold on, I was trying to play something, then a commercial came on.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Pat's playoffs hopes are sadly over.
I guess you have to root for Jacksonville. I think they actually do play
Wait,
Baltimore this week.
Because we're dead.
Ravens. Yeah, they play Jacksonville this week, so I guess root for Jacksonville.
Tough. Yep.
Jacksonville, I
Big up
guess.
Gardner. Big up Gardner.
Well, hold on. If any of the things go against us this week, I'm cheering against.
First off, we just have to win.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Also, I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, I know. What are the odds we actually?
Don't know if
beat
he can
Tua?
beat the Dolphins, and I definitely don't think he can beat the Bills. To be honest.
Let's just lose.
All right. What's the next one?
Throw up the white flag, Bill.
Hit
Throw
up
in the white.
Ethan's
Throw in the
next-
towel.
Let's hit up Ethan's question.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Well,
we
Jack
got
has
another
one
one
more.
from Jack
Yeah,
first.
we got two from Jack.
Staggered.
Jack says, "Who will be the 7th seed since the Pats are probably missing?"
Probably the Ravens.
Probably the Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still actually gonna say the Dolphins.
Actually, no, it's not going to be the Ravens. It's going to be the Colts because the Ravens are going to win out. They're going to go 11-5, and the Browns are probably also going to go 11-5 if they lose to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So-
I'm still gonna say it's gonna be the Dolphins.
It's going to be the Dolphins or the Colts, I think. Actually, not the Ravens.
Actually, no,
the Ravens
have such
could
an
be
easy
the
schedule. They
the
have an
Ravens
easy
could
schedule.
the Ravens could be the 5th seed. Actually,
Yeah.
I kind of hope they are. They can play the Titans. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah, just so they can lose again to the Titans.
It's going to be, I think 5 and 6 is going to be the Ravens and the Browns, and then 7 is going to be
Or the
either
Steelers.
I don't think so.
Steelers are probably gonna win the division.
If the Browns win out and then they beat the Steelers, if they lose one more,
Yeah,
who do the
well,
Steelers
Then
play?
they'd be the 5. Yeah.
This week,
That would require the Steelers.
play the
to lose.
Bengals.
for the Bengals this week.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, they're winning the division.
Well, and then they play the Colts. If
They,
lose
but they just need to win one game to clinch the division.
What
I
happened?
think
I think so.
they need to win because the Browns can maximum end with 12 wins, and they would have the tiebreaker. I think if the
Yeah, division.
Yeah.
Because they swept the Ravens and the
Yep.
Bengals. So even if they
So
lost to
then-
the Browns, they'd have a 5.
yeah, so the Browns, the Steelers need to win one more game in their last 3. If they don't, then they don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. They would be.
Yeah.
They don't deserve it.
So it's going to be the Colts and the Dolphins, I think.
All right. Well, now
I'd rather see the Dolphins in the playoffs,
I would too.
but I think it's more likely to be the Colts. Also, don't they play?
Who?
Dolphins and Colts.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Dolphins and Raiders.
Dolphins and Raiders. Okay.
Yeah. They're back to when we thought the Raiders were
The
going to
Raiders'
be in the playoffs.
playoff chances are pretty much done at this point. Sadly, I liked them at the beginning of the year, but
Yeah. Well, they kept competitive with the best team in the league, and then
Yeah,
yeah.
twice.
they almost beat the Chiefs, and then they got blown up by the Falcons the following week.
Yeah, that's tough.
How did that even happen?
And then they should have lost to the Jets.
Yeah. All right. Next
Yeah.
one.
But then again, so should we.
All right. Then we have a last question from Ethan, who asks, "Is it time for the Patriots to reset and rebuild?"
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
they basically already are in a lot of ways. I mean, the
That's what I
offense
was
has had
saying to him,
a
too.
lot of turnover in the last year or so.
See, yeah,
Look
the
at our-
definition of like rebuild is to lose all your assets. You can't lose all your assets if you never had any assets to start
In
with.
2018, how many or even earlier, 2017, let's say, how many players on that offense are still on our offense right now? Like a couple O linemen and Edelman, and I guess James White. Like we don't have that many players left. And
And
the defense
Rex.
too.
Sony
A
Michelle.
lot of these dudes are probably going to retire.
Sony Michelle wasn't there in 2017. It was-
No, a lot of these dudes are going to retire. We've had some turnover from the defensive end. I mean, the roster is pretty different even from it was a year or two ago. So that being said, we still need to reevaluate many.
Well, so when you say like hit the reset button, yeah, I think we already have, and I think that this could be the best like off season the Patriots have had since we got Randy Moss, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we have 77, I think it is 77 million in cap.
2014 was a pretty good offseason.
There's some big free agents
It's
coming out.
A
Too.
lot of big wide receiver free agents. So we have the 5th most cap in the NFL right now, going into next season, and we need to fill pretty much every offensive position. We can do that in the draft. I think defense should not be our priority for this year because it's already okay.
I mean, maybe
Gilmore's going to be gone.
like a defensive lineman just so we can move Winovich to
Oh, yeah.
linebacker. But
Yeah, definitely.
I
Some
wouldn't mind
defensive
that at all.
some tackles or some ends. Yeah, we
I
almost
think we're
have,
fine at nose tackle. I would not mind a big,
Butler,
a big
yeah.
3-4 end though.
yeah, we
But
don't really
I
have
don't
any.
really know who's available for there. But wide receiver,
Who's playing end right now for us? Guy
Winovich.
and
Winovich.
Winovich. Really?
He's absolutely a 3-4 speed rusher. But
He should be a
he should be a linebacker, outside linebacker. But
Yeah. It's called
And what is it? John Simon is probably also playing
That's why we need a defensive coordinator back, honestly.
Yeah, we just don't have one right now, legitimately.
Yeah, it's
Because
Belichick.
Steve's calling the plays. But big wide receiver free agency class. You got Chris Godwin. You got Corey Davis. You have Allen Robinson. I would be very happy if we bring in Corey Davis.
Oh, hold on.
I don't think we're going to be able to get Godwin, and I don't think we're going to be able to get Robinson because we need to fill out other positions. But
when I was talking to Ethan about this, he said that Gilmore was indeed not a free agent this year.
Does he have a player? He
has
option?
one more year.
He has a player option, probably.
Look at this contract on SpotRack. SpotRack's like the best thing ever. If you guys don't know what SpotRack is, it's like all the contracts of every sport ever. Yes, 2021. He has one more year in his contract.
Fuck,
man. That's
no, but
tough.
see, no. This is good. We have a chance.
No, you can't trade him. No, because he has a 20. His dead cap is. Well, actually. We have to trade him after the draft because his dead cap before the draft is $28.5 million, but after it, it's only $7 million.
Oh,
so we're gonna have to trade him for next year picks.
Nice third-round pick for him.
Yeah, probably.
The value has gone down.
Honestly, I would be fine keeping him just till the end of his contract because we're not gonna be able to get something worthy of killing $7 million.
Honestly, they might even release him because just to get the picks.
Oh, what would we get? A second?
I'm not sure. Probably like a fourth or something. I have no idea how it works.
A third is the highest you can get for
a player.
I believe.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Because just to get rid of his cap,
yeah.
And also we're already strong at the cornerback position. So.
Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna end up keeping him because if we can do a really quick turnaround, if we can get say we get Zach Wilson in the draft. This is the dreams. Or no, say we get Kyle Pitts in the first round, Mac Jones in the second round, and then a couple wide receivers later and an offensive lineman. Then I think that we're just another playoff team again in 1 year. And then at that point, it's worth still having Gilmore.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, go ahead.
I was just going to say, but I don't know if that's really going to happen because Bill's probably going to fuck up the draft and draft 8 defensive linemen and a secondary player.
I think we'll definitely, after the season ends, whether it's during the off season or maybe even before the playoffs start, we're going to be doing an episode on what the Patriots should do in the off season, and then
I'm going to Kornacki the hell out of this.
Fault it was, all that. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a fun episode to do. But on that note, we're done with the questions from the Nosebleeds. Thank you to everybody who submitted a question. Now we're going to move on to the fantasy update. So this week, it actually turns out that last week when we did the episode, the games were already done score-wise, but the records weren't updated.
Yes, so I noticed that. I was like driving yesterday, and I got a notification on my phone that says, you just lost to Andrew Donis you just lost to Big Ben Sergio. I'm like, that was last week. Fantasy is bugging. But then that makes sense, actually, because, everything was screwed.
I actually ended up playing DONIS first round. It's a 2-week first round, so we're halfway through right now. I am losing by a score of 107 to 162. It's
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. And he's projected to lose a 302 to 242 or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
303 to 242.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not even looking at anything. I got that down. I have
some chance, maybe. And then Chandler is beating Pietro right now.
Oh, yeah.
170, right?
I'm killing him, yeah. I'm projected for 305.
To win 304 to 268. And then the losers bracket, probably the tightest game and the least important game.
Oh, thanks.
Stuart
that's tough.
Chris by a score of 130 to 116.
I started Myles Gaskin by accident. I didn't know he wasn't playing. So I got 0 and I still beat Chris. I could have started Kareem Hunt.
Oh,
I still won.
Chris has Taysom Hill starting at quarterback. He has Lamar on the bench.
Dude, I've seen a lot of people. This was totally the play. Was to have Taysom Hill at tight end for that 1 week and then just never update your team.
Yeah.
You never change your team.
See,
it's not a problem.
I moved him in Sam's league thinking that they would just X him out. But there's a glitch. If you just kept him there, you would have
kept him there, yeah. A lot of people doing that. A lot of people
clutched
out the playoffs. Yeah, he's not even that good. He's not the franchise. What was the question last week? If he's a franchise quarterback, he isn't.
Probably not, no.
The Saints just came out saying that Jameis would still have a shot at the starting job after Drew Brees retires.
Wow.
That came out today.
Nice.
All right.
Via Rappaport.
Anything else in the...
No, that's it for the fantasy update because there's no games.
Stuart beat me in the other league.
Actually, Before we move on to that, I have to go back and check and see if anybody answered our question from last week.
The fuck was the question?
It was the punt return.
And no one answered it.
Well, Stuart, what was the answer?
I don't know. What the fuck was the question?
The question was the last punt return touchdown before Gunners last game.
The one where I accidentally answered.
Yeah, the one where
Edelman.
Nick accidentally answered.
Video.
And
Edelman, yeah.
it was 2014 Week 12 against the Broncos.
Denver. Yeah.
Nice.
That was a tough one. Well, what's going to be our one this week? What's going to be our question?
How bad are the Patriots on a scale of 1 to 10? If you say 10, you get a shout out, please.
Our question is,
How old is Nick?
you know what? Sure. Our question is, how old is Nick Antonakis? What's Nick Antonakis' middle name? That's the question.
No.
This week. Yes, it is.
When is
None
that?
of us.
Yeah.
None of us can put it in. None of us can put it in. I just want total. If you know the answer, don't put it in. I
I've
want
said
total
it.
guesses.
No. Anybody can. Just nobody on the cast put it in.
Yeah,
I've definitely said it in an episode before.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure Stuart has too. Okay, so that's gonna be one of our questions. We actually have to do it with football. I don't think of anything actually relevant.
Okay.
Well,
Pineapples.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll scream it out some other time.
All right, let's do the picks.
Predictions time. How did we do
Okay.
last week, Stuart?
All right, so last week you and Chandler only disagreed once, and he got the upper hand. So he went 9-8. You went 8-9. I lost every game that I dissented on, so I went 6-11. Chandler's record is 82 and 81. Nick is 83 and 80. Sorry, 80 and 83. So he's 2 games behind Chandler now, and I'm 75 and 88. So I'm 5 games behind Nick. I'm 7 games behind Chandler. It's going to be now difficult for you to make up all that ground.
Hey, you have 3 weeks and playoffs.
Oh, I got.
I always come in last. Not always, but usually. Excuse me.
Well,
This is an easy question,
make some bold
so
picks.
make sure to put it in the bottom. When was the last time the Patriots drafted a first-round quarterback, and who was it? It's a pretty easy question.
All right, let's do this.
Cool.
That's
Can
the
we do
question.
predictions now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes.
Okay, so Thursday Night Football. I'm really fucking hoping Keenan Allen and Hunter Henry play. I need them to play, or I'm going to lose. Because that's my starting tight end and wide receiver 1. The Chargers are playing the Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 3. I guess I'll take the Raiders,
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders.
Yeah, I have to take the Raiders.
even though they're kind of terrible. The Chargers are also
The
ass.
Chargers are also not good.
They'll probably be close. All right, then 1 o'clock games. Bills at Broncos. The Bills are favored by 6.5. I'm taking the Bills.
Give me the
Bills
Bills.
Mafia.
Bills
Buffalo.
Mafia.
Bills Wagon.
Bills Mafia.
This is voodoo doll. Panthers at Packers. The Packers are favored by 8.5. Taking the Packers.
Wait, who are they playing?
Panthers.
Panthers.
Give me the Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
The Pack.
The Pack.
Pack attack.
Connor Rempe is at his most happy. All right. 49ers at Cowboys. The 49ers are favored by 3. I'm taking the 49ers because the Cowboys are awful.
Yeah. 49ers.
Oh.
You're really going to bet on fucking Dalton?
Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners. Damn it. Come on.
You can take this if you want.
I hope I'm
All right.
wrong. I can't.
Bears at Vikings.
Cowboys.
The Vikings are favored by 3. I really have no idea what to say for this one.
Vikings.
Who's at home? Who's at home?
The Vikings, but they don't have any fans.
Who are they playing?
The
The
Bears.
Bears.
Oh.
Vikings by 3.
Yeah.
Bears by 3?
Vikings by 3.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'm just gonna take.
Huge
I'm
game.
taking the
Playoffs.
Vikings.
That's so tough. Oh my God.
What time is it at?
1.
1.
Yeah, give me the
Does that make a difference for you, Nick?
Yep.
Yes. Just a prime time.
You're taking the Vikings,
Taking
Nick?
the Vikings.
I'm gonna take the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Oh, this is big.
Mitch.
All right.
Mitch Henry Burns. You better
Buccaneers.
not disappoint me.
Buccaneers at Falcons. The Buccaneers are favored by 6. I'm taking the Buccaneers. The Falcons are ass.
Yeah, give me the Bucs.
They're
Come
gonna
on,
go
Bears.
11-5. They're gonna beat Washington, and they're gonna lose to the Packers in divisional. That's just the way it is. Jags at Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 13. I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Yeah.
Jags are terrible. They're so bad.
Yeah, but they always make it close against good teams.
Not always.
Do they?
Yeah, they did against the Packers.
Yeah.
That's when they had the GOAT playing quarterback. So,
Oh, wow.
All right, Lions at Titans. The Titans are favored by 10.5. I'm still taking the Titans.
Yeah, I'm still taking the Titans.
Actually, I don't know if Stafford is playing, but I don't.
Yeah, I'll take the Titans.
I think he is.
The Titans.
He's getting injured, so he'll probably get hurt at the end of this game.
Yeah.
All right, Patriots at Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 2.5. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Dolphins. I hate you, Cam Newton. Just leave.
Jesus.
Wow. That's my apology from.
Talks trade request.
Start type.
Instagram clip gives me PTSD.
You should archive it. Start typing the letters. Start typing the Cam letters when we do the Nosebleeds posts.
Oh my god.
The font. All right, Seahawks at the Washington football team. Seattle's favored by 5.5. I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm fucking taking Washington.
See, Russell Wilson is very not good at football right now, and Chase Young is very good at football right now, but I'm still not sure. Because it's 5.5. That's not that much. That's a touchdown. It's less than a touchdown, obviously.
Give me the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks, yeah. I want it to be the football team, but give me the Seahawks.
All right, Texans at Colts. Colts are favored by 7.
Colts.
Very boring game. Colts.
Probably not even gonna watch that game.
Deshaun should go to the Colts.
Deshaun crying 2.0.
Well,
all right, Eagles at
it's not gonna be close
Cardinals.
enough.
Eagles at Cardinals. The Cardinals are favored by 6.5.
Really?
A little high, in my opinion.
6.5.
Oh.
I love the Cardinals, but
It's a bit high. Hurts looked good, but I'm still taking the Cardinals because I still
I'm
think
still taking the Cardinals.
I feel like might be wrong on this one though.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I'm
still taking the Cardinals though. I can't bet against my guys.
Nick, come on.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right.
Nick's not letting that be the hill he dies on.
Jets at Rams. The Rams
I don't even care. Give me the Rams.
The Rams are here by 17.
Oh, actually, maybe. I don't know about that. Actually,
I'm taking the Rams. They beat us by 21.
17. That's a lot of points.
That's brutal. I'm giving the Rams,
dude. Oh my god. Yeah, give me the Rams. The Jets need to just put up, they need to put up like 14 points, and then that's not going to happen.
All right, Chiefs at Saints. I don't think Breeze is playing. Chiefs are favored by 3. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
This ain't it, Chief.
Throw for 8,000 yards.
Mahomes
Pissed.
and Nick are dating. All right, Browns at Giants. This is Sunday Night Football. The Browns are favored by. I don't know. The Browns are favored by 4. I'm taking the Browns.
Give me the Browns. I guess it would have been the OBJ revenge game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the Browns.
Now
it's going to be the Jabril Peppers revenge game.
All right. Steelers at Bengals. The Steelers are favored by 12.5. I'm taking the fucking Steelers.
Yeah, give me the
Bengals are. I don't think the Bengals can, unless they're playing the Jets or the Jags.
I don't think they can score a touchdown.
I don't think they can get within 10 points of any team.
Yeah.
Even if they're playing.
I don't even think they can put up over 14 at this point. They just
any team. Yeah. If they play the Jets, it's going to be like 13-10. They're going to win.
It's going to be a 12-9 win.
Bandanucci.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
We disagree.
Wait, that's the Monday night game. Steelers, Bengals.
Yeah. No.
We disagreed once on the Vikings versus Bears game. That's going to be a big game for Nosebleeds fans out there this week.
The Bears.
That's the only game we disagreed on.
Me and Stuart, guys.
No, that
me and Nick agreed on every single game.
Wow.
Well, that's okay.
Wait, so the only game that any of us disagreed on was the Bears?
Yeah.
Wow. Big up Mitch Trubisky.
Nick, you should have taken a underdog. You want to do?
Should have taken the Cowboys.
You can catch up to Chandler.
Yeah, see, I don't trust myself against any of those.
All right.
I can't put my whole season on the line against the friggin' Cowboys.
He didn't want to.
Jerry is very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jerry, but they suck.
All right.
That's it for this episode, everybody. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Nosebleeds Podcast YouTube channel. We are going to have our next episode of Who Knows Their Stuff going up this Saturday at 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Mark your calendars. This Saturday, 8 p.m. And then the last episode will be going up next Saturday, the day after Christmas at 8 p.m. as well. Maybe I'll upload it on Christmas. Who knows? But
Merry Christmas.
Anyway, we'll see you back here next week for another NFL recap from the Nosebleeds Podcast. My name is Nick Antonakis. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Shit.